So, as I was saying, this is what a Terraist is like. I want to make sure that you get the spelling right. Terraist, as in earth, meaning earth lover, not a terrorist, because I certainly don't want to get all these calls and everything that I'm a terrorist. And what I was saying before in the book was women need to embrace the essence of their strength, and my last video got cut off and I'm really sorry about that, but these things happen and this is taking a long time to get done. Now talking about Terraism, Terraism. So please, I don't want any calls or remove this video or anything like that. And as you may know, I am reading from my book. The Great Leap of Faith is on the end. It's called The Book of Jane. And this time I think I will actually read from the book. And I'm finding the section on terrorism. And I founded this as an art genre in 2006. As a vehicle to express affirmative direction toward earth healing through action in the arts. Terraism has no hierarchical posture and recognizes divine intelligence as the supreme teacher of all life. It is born of the deep need of peace-loving peoples to visualize and express a future that is life-sustaining. Because that's the one thing, we talk about sustainable buildings, but in the building they're building cars or trucks or something. And that is not true sustainability as far as I'm concerned. In fact, my thinking right now is very influenced by Derek Jensen, who wrote What We Leave Behind, and I highly recommend that book. But my book was written, I've been working on this book for 5 years. And some of the paintings in this book were painted in 1989. So I've been at this for 20 years. So anyway, Terraism is born of the deep need of peace-loving peoples to visualize and express a future that is life-sustaining for generations to come and does not view Earth as a purely fiscal resource above all else. It further purports equality, rather than the existing paradigm that proffers wealth of the few over the many and humans as superior to all other forms of life, which is very important because this idea of dominion has caused so much damage to our planet. We can no longer think of ourselves that way. We need to absolutely be thinking of ourselves as part of an ecosystem. Otherwise, we are not going to survive. So, terrorism does not condemn any religion or spiritual practice that holds Earth, nature, and all sentient beings in high esteem. It embraces the sum of all doctrines that revere Earth and the cosmos as divine sustenance. Terraism does not seek its information from institutionalized patriarchal establishments. Rather, it defers to the intuitive knowledge of the individual human mind and soul to discern for itself a life path of purposeful action through learning and creativity. Terrorists seek to communicate on a mass scale the importance of natural earth cycles and ecosystems and the dire need to keep them untampered with by the irreversible damage wrought by the doctrine of domination. Another thing about terraism is that it abhors the practice of man-made aberrations from the natural world created by interspecies gene mixing. I mean, who do these people think they are that they can mix genes and tamper with this incredibly delicate system that's been created on this earth? Terraism does not separate humankind from nature. It seeks to reintegrate humans with nature so that all waste becomes part of a natural ecosystem. Terraism seeks to be a portal into the realm of survival for the human species on Earth, not in outer space. You know, some people are saying that, you know, we have to go to space because the Earth is all used up. That is a ridiculous notion. We have this Earth. We are of this Earth. We need to be here, not in outer space. Terraism declares that the age of creation supersedes the age of destruction. Terraism recognizes that there are billions of humans that are peace-loving and creative and have a will to evolve. Then there are the few who perpetrate war and destruction. Terrorists abhor the continued destruction of earth, water, and air, and the disrespect shown to all sentient beings that reside therein. Terrorism recognizes that there is no a way in which to throw discarded matter, and looks to nature's ingenuity to replicate true economical existence. And that concludes part 4. And just remember, you can go to my website to see and find the book. And here it is, the Book of Jane. And the website is evershed.com, E-V as in Victoria, E-R-S-H-E-D. And I'm going to close now with a poem called The Tree Sitters. Your feet don't touch the ground once you are up in your tree. Some of you have stayed years at a time, through high winds and rain, through tornadoes coming at you with the force of a train. There you sit in the grip of your tree, its mighty presence holding you, its ancient breath whispering to you, until the one that would fell it sends the henchman up to drag you down out of the tree and back onto the ground. You have been shot at and called eco-terrorists, but you are eco-warriors, born with the gift of conscience and the courage to act upon it. You are a higher being, simply sitting in a tree, enlightening all of humanity. And I'm just now looking for the picture so I can show you the image. But I'm having a little bit of trouble finding it. I know you've been very patient because, you know, people, they want everything to go really smoothly and slick and lickety-split and no mistakes and no hesitations. And, I mean, all the movies today are like at the speed of light. And we get so used to being delivered up our instant satisfaction, gratification. And the world really isn't like that. And here is the Tree Sitters. I hope you can see that well enough. There. Okay, thank you very much for listening. It's been very nice chatting. I hope you carry on listening till the end, till actually part 6. And I'll see you soon. Okay.